Well, gang, welcome back to Late Night Conspiracies, everybody. Let's jump right into it because holy smokers, it ain't no damn jokers. Things really are heating up right now, and guys, it's getting out of hands. You might want to put your seatbelts on. You might also want to put your pants back on and then your seatbelts on because they're talking about declassifying everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. The EP Island stuff, the 9. I gotta talk a little bit because we're on YouTube, and then the double ones, okay? The 11s. Now put it together and you get a 9. You get what I'm saying, right? Free speech don't exist. This is why I'm talking like this, guys. If you're new here, do not subscribe. I post random stuff, but guys, let's actually get down to it. The stuff that is coming up, and they're also talking about declassifying UFOs, UAPs. Now I saw this video on Twitter or X, and you see a couple of orbs, right? And apparently they're being escorted out by the military. That's what is being claimed in the video. Hard to say whether it's real or not. I mean, there's a saying that goes, if it sounds so good to be true, then it probably is. It may apply on this one, but it seems genuine though. That's why I wanted to like throw it in the video. But still, guys, we're in the day and age of AI, so you never know, right? Unless you were there, you can definitely confirm to us whether this video is real or not, but interesting nonetheless. Let me show you the secondary clip. Now this one is 5 minutes long, so we're gonna have to skip a little bit. Now to give you context, apparently, so this is that orb in question, that alien, that alien twat, that alien bozo. And right after this one, guys, we're gonna be diving into this one. Yep, this is what I was talking about, man. They're talking about the EP files, the JFK, the Dr. Martin Luther, and also the UFOs, guys. Sister went crazy. We're gonna get back to that in a second, okay? You might wanna put your, I'll give you time to put your pants back on, okay, if you did not. Because some of you guys do not follow the guidelines. I'm joking, man, but look at that. So it looks like a plane, and this is far more interesting to me than the first clip, because the reason being, this could be fake, but this, I mean, even this could be fake, but it just don't feel like it's fake. You'll see what I mean. So it looks like a plane, right? It looks like normal. It feels like that these alien twats are copying us, right? They're copying us heavy, but then they start to show their true colors. I'm just saying, man, we need WWE wrestlers immediately, bro. Where's Brock Lesnar when you need him, man? Because if these alien twats come and they're a little angry at us, yo, we gotta present our, like, wrestlers out here. We gotta present, yo, Jeff Hardy, where's Jeff Hardy? Triple H, we need Triple H, we need The Undertaker. Yeah, bring Undertaker back from retirement, man. We need those tombstone pile drivers be dropped. Of course, guys, I'm joking around, but yeah, look at that insane clip, man. And it stays still. That's the thing. Perhaps it's moving a little bit, but the point is, it was moving, and then all of a sudden it puts parking brakes on. How does that happen? I don't even know. If it was moving and going down, then you would think that it's a plane that blew up in the sky and then crashing, because recently there has been a lot of plane crashes. And in fact, I wanted to have that video today, but I'm postponing that video because we have this news, which is massive. Okay, we're gonna get into that. So look at that, and we're gonna fast forward a little bit, because otherwise, guys, we're gonna be here for an hour. Okay, so yeah, insane, man. And then it starts to slow down. That glowing pause. Yeah, it don't glow no more, right? It don't glow no more. And then it's here. It goes the other way around. Yeah, man. That gotta be an alien twat, bro. That gotta be an alien twat. Come down! Come down! In the name of the law! In the name of the law! My Bob of War, my Canadian Bob of War cannot reach that far, guys. So I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. I know it don't work, because that's long distance. It don't work. But no, insane footage, man. Insane footage. I want to know your thoughts. And also, a viewer sent me this video. I know it's 2023, but it's definitely one of the best one. If you want to send your videos, guys, definitely link me over on Twitter or x.com. Links are always down below. If you got Instagram, yeah, feel free to add me there as well. Links are always down below. Alright, let's get back to the content here, boo-boo. So a viewer sent me this, and this is by far one of the One of the best footage. I know, guys, it's far away and, woof! Look at that. Look at that bozo right here. Damn, man. Yeah, why you wanna move that quick, bruh? Why you wanna move that quick? But now, let's actually get down to the meat and potatoes, guys. Justin, Rep, and Paulina Luna announces she will lead the task force on the declassification of federal secrets that include, I don't want to say that word here on YouTube, the EP files, the JFK, the Robert F. Kennedy, Dr. Martin Luther King, the 19, the Rona. Holy smokes, there ain't no damn jokers, man. The UFO stuff, I mean, this one, you know, the tick situation, I mean, of course, like, for the longest amount of time, you couldn't talk about that on YouTube, but now, on official or government level, they're looking to declassify 5 years later, man. Check this out, roll it.
It is with profound honor that I have been entrusted by Speaker Mike Johnson and Chairman James Comer to lead the House Oversight Task Force on Declassification of Federal Secrets. Together with the help of the White House, our intelligence allies, the Department of Defense, the Department of Justice, we will be conducting investigations into the following: the assassinations of JFK, RFK, and Dr. Martin Luther King, unidentified aerial phenomena, also known as UAPs, unidentified submerged objects, also known as USOs, the Epstein client list, the origins of COVID-19, and the 9/11 files.
My goodness.
This task...
My goodness. If we get all of this declassified, what planet are we on? Is this are we on what is going on? Never have I ever thought we would see a day where they would talk about actually declassifying the the Rona. I mean, this is only like 5 years old, right? And of course, like, guys, yeah, man, I cannot give my opinion on this situation because we're on YouTube, but this is apparently the news, and that's the only reason I'm covering, man. That's the only reason I'm covering, and you're allowed to cover the news. But otherwise, I remember, man, like, yo, channels were shut down back in, you know, when they were talking about the tick situation, bro. Like, yeah, so this is serious stuff, man. Serious stuff. 5 years later, they're looking to declassify. On top of that, the 9, I mean, she said it, so I'll say it. 911, yeah, right? Man, are we living in a... Holy smokers, man. Roll it.
Force will be a beacon of bipartisanship. On the Republican side, Representatives Burchett, Boebert, Burleson, Crane, Gill, and Mace will be joining me, although I'd like to note that I'm expanding this to the entire governing body and will be allowing certain members to waive on. Our first hearing is set for March. The date will be announced soon, and we've already initiated close to a dozen communications with various agencies, to include Pam Bondi at the Department of Justice and the Secretary of State.
We deserve to know the truth. 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 We demand answers. We demand answers. The public demand answers. Absolutely, man. Sister going crazy. Shout out to sister. Oh, absolutely. And wait for the next stuff that I want to show you a bunch of other stuff too, guys. But this is insane, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. And get ready for the UFO stuff too. Wait for it.
This will no longer be a task force that makes bold promises only to fade into irrelevance or send strongly worded letters.
Please.
This will be a relentless pursuit of truth and transparency, and we will not stop until the American people have the answers they deserve.
Hell yeah!
We will cut through the bureaucracy, challenge the stonewalling, and ensure that the American people finally get the truth that they have been denied for too long. Yeah,
and also, come on, man, I'm in Canada, guys. I'm trying to fit in right now, you know what I'm saying? But nah, honestly, worldwide, bro. Like, come on, man. People, like, all of us, okay? All of us equally, bro. Together. Come on, man. We deserve to know the truth. We demand answers. We deserve to know the truth. Everybody, this has gone on for way too long, bruh. But another question would be, right? Are we gonna get the real disclosure in terms of UFOs and also 911 files, the EP Island stuff, the Rona, the ticks, right? That's the thing, though, because I can guarantee you, once they reveal it, whenever they do, people are either gonna believe it or they're not gonna believe it. Hopefully, this is gonna answer questions rather than making people ask more questions. Right? I hope this is gonna answer, not create more questions. I hope for that, and I hope we get a real disclosure for all of these things that sister is talking about. Hopefully.
If we are to endure and thrive as a nation, we must restore trust. Trust through transparency. The American people must be trusted to think for themselves, to form their own judgments from the truth that they are entitled to know. We've been treated like children for too long and kept in the dark by those we elected to serve us.
Facts.
It is my solemn duty to begin mending this trust, to form a new relationship between the government and the governed. Let us embark on this journey together towards a government that does not serve, but one that enlightens. That does not just serve, but one that enlightens.
Yeah.
Trust through transparency, that begins now.
Finally, we had some news today on the release of the JFK assassination files. On Friday, the AG and DNI offices presented their plan to the president to release those files and disclose that some 24...
So they already revealed it, or they're planning to reveal? Because from what I'm getting, they're planning to declassify, no?
400 previously unknown of files were uncovered by the FBI as a result of the president's day one executive order. They were never vetted by the review board or the National Archives. So awaiting a plan when we'll see the rest of that come out.
Why is it that members of Congress who are given a top secret security clearance are being denied access? That's not a free and true government. And so for us, especially being that we have now a Secretary of State who's actually open to declassification and Marco Rubio, we're hoping to present that information and at least acknowledge it from a government perspective.
Don't just acknowledge it. We demand answers. We demand answers. We demand answers. We want more than just acknowledging it, okay? Come on, people. Say it with me. We demand answers. 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 Raise your voice. Raise your voice. We demand answers. Now, honestly, jokes aside, I think we are really living in a crazy timeline. I mean, this should not be... I should not be saying that us getting declassification or them declassifying all of these files means we're in a crazy timeline, because we should have gotten this when it happened. We should have had this transparency back then too. But yeah, I guess better late than never, right? Hopefully we're gonna get the real one though.
That we are not alone, but also let's see what the evidence is.
And I know that you've covered other accounts of UFOs moving hundreds of miles an hour underwater, joining with Congressman Burchett's claims.
We are not alone. Damn. Yeah, I mean, of course I'm a believer, but like, if you get that on an official level, is this Project Blue Balls? Because I know, like, yeah, it might be. Because some would think it's part of Project Blue Beam or Project Blue Balls. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay?
What do you make of underwater UFOs?
I've had the privilege of speaking directly with submariners, particularly, who have been witness to measurements of objects underwater using the sophisticated tracking technology that both the US Navy and my Navy in Australia use. And there are objects that have been recorded unbelievably moving close to the speed of sound in air underwater. So we're talking there about hundreds of kilometers an hour, hundreds of miles an hour. And there's no explanation for it. What we do know is that it is now officially admitted that the mystery of these objects is real. The United States has come a long way in the last 5 to 7 years. It now admits officially through the Director of National Intelligence that, in fact, there is a mystery, a genuine mystery there that requires investigation. And so now, under the new administration, under President Trump, there's a big push on privately behind the scenes to get the claims of...
Now, shout out to Ross Coulthard and shout out to News Nation, absolutely. What he just said now sounds a lot more believable. Why? Because this video is like a day or 2 days old, and today we had like sister, right? Sister and Paulina Luna, right? So sister just went crazy. I just showed you that. So it seems like that there really is a push behind the scenes privately, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. I just hope for a genuine transparency. I just hope for a genuine disclosure. But I do know for the fact that, and I'm sure you're probably thinking the same too, it's not even a question of if now, by the looks of it, whenever we get it, either people are gonna believe it or they're not gonna believe it. And I respect that, because, and yeah, we should ask questions and we should not blindly believe everything. The reason is simple. For far too long they have hidden the truth, so why all of a sudden? And secondly, whatever they say, is it real? We should not believe it blindly, right? We should not believe it, but I hope for a good one. And you know, for the fact that some would believe it, some would not believe it, and I think that's fair though. But let's find out what they're gonna reveal. So
people like Jake Barber, the guy that I interviewed on News Nation a few weeks ago, who exclusively revealed his knowledge, direct first-hand knowledge of the existence of a retrieval program, an underground retrieval program involving alleged alien technology. Incredible allegations, I know. But what's interesting is there is now engagement at the top levels of the Trump administration and also in the Congress. People want to hear more, and they're asking questions.
And let me ask you about that, because I know Jake Barber revealed that he has met with then Senator Marco Rubio's staff about the UFO retrieval program.
Jake Barber, you know, the eyes wide open guy. Yeah, that's who he is talking about. Both of them are eyes wide open guy.
Says he was a part of. Of course, Rubio is now Secretary of State. What does this mean for the future of UFO information? Do you know anything about this?
No, that's what we're all hoping to find out. In fact, Congresswoman Paulina has flagged that this week she's got a big announcement coming that she says is bigger than UAPs, which we're all waiting breathlessly to hear.
Yeah.
And the speculation is that it might involve some decision about declassification of some of the more intransigent government secrets, particularly UAPs.
Spoiler alert, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly, it's more, I mean, UFOs are part of the discussion, which is something that I 110% am interested in. The other stuff is, of course, like, we deserve to know the truth, so I'm down for that too. But UFOs, and on top of that, we're getting 911 stuff, like this and that. We're gonna find out, like, who did it, what happened. I mean, of course, a lot of people do believe it was an inside job based off of whistleblowers and based off of the other stuff, which I don't want to dive into right now. But, like, yeah, so we're gonna find out whether that was true or not. Was it like really inside? Was it really an inside job? Let's find out. And again though, right, once they declassify, it's well, we'll see what they declassify, and then we'll talk whether it's true or not. We're gonna find out soon. Hopefully we're gonna get a good one. So
we just don't know. I think one of the issues for incoming administrations, I think, is they're often not told until they get into office what the secrets really are. And the president has been quite upfront about his determination to reveal what can be revealed about UAPs. As you know, I did an interview with Don Trump Jr. a few weeks ago, and he's obviously very engaged with the subject. I've had more conversations with people in the Trump administration since, and I've had reach outs from people in defense and the intelligence community who frankly tell me that they think it's time the American public, and indeed the world, was told what the US really does know about UAPs. They don't think there's any good reason to keep on hiding what they tell me is the case, which is that humanity has long been engaging with an advanced non-human intelligence, and we have been recovering their technology. But I think that's a big call to say that the government's going to make the decision to release that information, because there are genuinely national security imperatives. I can understand why the Defense Department might want to protect weapons technology or propulsion systems or energy systems. But I think at the very least, President Trump could come out and he could say, yes, we are aware of a non-human intelligence and advanced technology, but we're not going to reveal those secrets to the Russians or the Chinese, potential adversaries, but we do think you...
It totally makes sense, but I really hope, like, worldwide we get a disclosure, as in US reveals it, then Russia, China, and other countries reveal it, because every country perhaps have secret programs. Not perhaps, they do. They do have secret programs, and I'm certain, like, some of them do have, like, the UFO stuff too. So yeah, we definitely need to know. And honestly, bro, like, I'm in Canada, right? So the thing is, I feel like, honestly, whether you like Trump or not, I mean, it's fair. If you like him, that's cool. If you don't like him, that's cool too, right? But genuinely, if we don't get any disclosure in the next, I would say, like 4 years till Trump is in office, if we don't get it while he's in office, then I don't think anybody else would really do it. Because we've had presidents in the past, they always said the first thing that they'll do, gonna look into the UFO files and tell the public the truth. What happens after they become presidents? Zero, nada. We get nothing. they go cold feet. They go cold feet. So this time, I mean, this is our last hope, because if we don't get it now, I mean, yeah, and we have been gaslit for far too long too. We have been gaslit for far too long. Now, Dr. Stephen Greer is somebody, like, people like him, people don't like him. You got mixed feelings. People always have mixed feelings. Now, Dr. Stephen Greer has been saying that we're going to be getting disclosure by the end of January. January long gone. We had this Jake Barber guy. So, in a way, he was not wrong. Or, I don't think he was lying, but it seems like that we didn't get much. But then he started saying that, yes, it's kind of like we're going to be getting it in the coming weeks and the coming months. So now hearing Sister Paulina seems like that maybe he was right. Maybe he was right. Maybe he knew something, or perhaps he heard discussions behind the scenes. Man, I really hope we're not getting... I really hope we're not being gaslit, guys. I really hope this is a real one. I really hope we get a good disclosure, man. Like, damn, I'm getting sick and tired of getting sick and tired, bruh. I'm sure you are too. But check this one out. See, shitty killer asteroid. There's about 2.2% chance of that asteroid hitting in about 8 years. Roll it.
Says, let's follow the numbers before we worry too much. Since December, astronomers have been studying whether this particular asteroid will hit the Earth in under 8 years. The numbers have been fluctuating, going up and down. And as of Friday, the asteroid has a 2.2% chance of impact. That's 1 in 45 of hitting the Earth. The asteroid also
big.
Between 130 and 300 feet long. Here now, former NASA astronaut and International Space Station commander, Dr. Leroy Chow. Good morning to you. We think Armageddon, right? That's where our head goes. Tell us about this asteroid and its threat.
Well, sure. So every day we have objects from space entering the Earth's atmosphere. Most of it burns up, but some big pieces come down. And every now and then, like several years ago, we had the big explosion over Chelyabinsk, I believe, in Russia. Near a city, and broke windows and things like that. And of course, 66 million years ago, we had the big impact in, I guess, what is now the Gulf of America that wiped out the dinosaurs. So there are two ways to look at it. That, okay, we're getting impacted all the time.
Okay, so brother just updated brother updated the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Oh man. So yeah, it's Gulf of America right now, right? Holy.
And every now and then, we're going to get a real big one that could threaten life on Earth. It's been 66 million years. Has it happened very, very rarely, or are we due for another one? And so we do track these objects. Astronomers are making observations. And they refine their estimates of how close these different objects are going to come to the Earth. So it's not a surprise that this asteroid and many others. They're obviously the astronomers are looking at them and making adjustments and estimates. It's not a completely precise science because, of course, any object that's out there orbiting or flying close to the Earth in our solar system, it's going to be influenced by other objects out there, other planets, exoplanets, stars, things like that they fly close to. So it's not an absolutely precise science.
8 years seems like a long time, a lot of prep time in case it continues on its trajectory to Earth. What types of technology do we have the closer it gets to do something about it?
Well, you've seen over the years, NASA and other space agencies have launched probes to asteroids and done things like experiment, impacting them, seeing if they could change the trajectory. Those are all kind of precursor experiments or missions to see what we might do sometime in the future to develop an asteroid deflection or, device or, some kind of technique. So we don't really have the ability.
Some kind of technique? You might want to judo karate that asteroid. Yeah, judo. Yeah, maybe. And I've been recently learning the kung fu's and stuff like that. Any WWE wrestler watching this video, I want Edge to just spear the asteroid. What about Brock Lesnar? F5 that sucker up. John Cena retiring. Otherwise, he could have done FU, or the new word is AA, right? Attitude adjustment. Can a brother get John Cena to do the attitude adjustment to the asteroid? That would be, I think that would literally be taking the matter in your own hands, right? But guys, check out this video on the screen, because recently these suckers captured 9 feet tall creature lurking around check out this video on the screen. We have a bunch of clips in this one, and I'm sure you guys are gonna love this one. And I'll see you there.